top 7 Asian countries with U.S. deportations in 2025? Sounds serious, right? But why are these countries on the list? What causes millions of workers, students, and families to face the risk of being sent home? Is it about security, laws, or something else? Could your country be affected? Let's dive deep and find out what's really behind these deportation plans and how it might change lives for many people. And now, let's dive in. Number 7. Vietnam. Why are so many Vietnamese facing deportation from the U.S. in 2025? Could it be because of visa overstays or other reasons? How does this affect families and communities? And what is Vietnam doing about it? In 2025, a big reason for deportations from the U.S. to Vietnam is visa overstaying. Many people come on tourist or student visas but stay longer than allowed. Some do this because they want better job opportunities or to send money home. But staying too long without permission is illegal in the U.S. This leads to deportation when caught. Why do people risk this? Often, it's because of limited jobs or low pay in Vietnam. This makes the U.S. seem like a better place to work, even if it means breaking the rules. Another problem is that Vietnam sometimes takes a long time to accept deported people back. The U.S. says it can be slow to confirm who someone is or prepare travel documents. Could this delay encourage more people to stay illegally? Does it make the U.S. stricter on deporting Vietnamese? Deportation hurts families too. People who are sent back may leave behind spouses, children, or jobs in the U.S. How do these families cope with separation? Does it change how Vietnamese communities in America view immigration? Vietnam's government is trying to fix some issues by working with the U.S. to speed up deportation papers. Will this help lower deportation delays? What else can both countries do to create safer and legal ways for people to move? What do you think? Should Vietnam improve jobs to stop people from overstaying? Or should the U.S. be more flexible? How will these changes shape the future of Vietnamese immigrants? Oh, before we go to the next country, comment down below where you are watching. We love to know where you are from. And now, let's go to the next country. Number 6. Malaysia. Why is Malaysia one of the Asian countries with high deportations from the U.S. in 2025? What is causing this rise? Is it about illegal work, visa problems, or something else? Many Malaysians come to the U.S. hoping for better opportunities, but some end up working without legal permission. Why would they risk working illegally? Often, it's to support families back home or to survive while studying. However, working without a proper visa is against U.S. immigration laws and can lead to deportation. How can these workers avoid such risks? What would happen if Malaysia improved its legal job programs for visitors? Another big reason is visa fraud. Some travelers provide false information or fake documents to get U.S. visas. The U.S. takes this very seriously. When caught, these people face deportation and possible bans from returning. How common is visa fraud among Malaysian visitors? Can Malaysia do more to educate its citizens on visa rules and honesty? Also, Malaysia has been criticized for slow cooperation in deportation cases. When the U.S. requests to send someone back, delays in paperwork make the process slow and complicated. Could these delays cause more people to stay longer in U.S. detention centers? How does this affect the relationship between the U.S. and Malaysia? These deportations affect many families, students, and workers who dream of a better life in America. What support is there for those who are separated from their loved ones? Malaysia's government says it is working to improve border control and cooperate better with the U.S. Could these efforts reduce deportations in the future? What else could help keep travel safe and legal for Malaysians? Number 5. Mongolia. Why is Mongolia on the list of Asian countries with rising U.S. deportations in 2025? What could be causing more Mongolians to face deportation from the U.S.? One key reason is visa fraud. Some Mongolian travelers use fake or altered documents to get into the U.S., hoping to stay longer or work illegally. Why would people risk this? Often, it's due to economic struggles at home and the hope for a better life abroad. But visa fraud is taken seriously by U.S. immigration and leads to deportation. How can Mongolia help prevent these cases? Another cause is overstaying visas. Many Mongolians enter the U.S. legally, but some stay past their visa expiry, which breaks U.S. law. What makes people overstay? Sometimes it's because they find jobs or schools and want to avoid the hassle of leaving and reapplying. But overstaying can lead to serious consequences, including deportation and bans on re-entry. Could better awareness and support for Mongolian visitors help reduce these problems? The U.S. government also worries about Mongolia's slow cooperation in deporting people who break immigration laws. Why does this happen? Some claim Mongolia delays taking back deported citizens due to administrative challenges. How will this affect relations between the two countries? Could it lead to stricter U.S. travel rules for Mongolians? What about Mongolian families living in the U.S.? Deportations can separate families and cause emotional stress. How can communities help support affected families? What is the Mongolian government doing to improve communication with U.S. officials? These questions show the challenges Mongolia faces in dealing with U.S. deportations. Will stronger government actions and community education help? What can be done to protect travelers and keep good ties with the U.S.? Wait! If you found this video interesting, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an update. And now, let's go to the next country. Number 4. Nepal. Why is Nepal on the list of countries with high U.S. deportations in 2025? The main reason is illegal border crossings and visa overstays. Many Nepalis want to come to the U.S. for better jobs, education, or to join family. But because of limited legal visa options and long wait times, some try to enter or stay illegally. How does this affect deportation numbers? It makes the U.S. government watch Nepal closely. Nepal's rugged geography and limited resources mean many young people see the U.S. as a chance for a better future. But why do so many risk staying beyond their visas? Some face delays in visa renewals, while others lose jobs and can't afford to leave. What happens when people lose legal status? Deportation becomes a serious threat. In 2025, stricter U.S. immigration policies are leading to more deportations of Nepali nationals caught living or working without permission. What impact does this have on families? Many depend on remittances from relatives in the U.S., so deportations could mean less money at home. Could this hurt Nepal's economy? Another concern is deportation processing delays. The U.S. has said Nepal must improve its cooperation in quickly taking back deportees. Will Nepal speed up its processes or face even stricter travel restrictions? What about students and workers trying to come legally? Could the fear of deportation stop them from applying? How will this affect Nepal's future ties with the U.S.? This situation raises a tough question. How can Nepal balance the dreams of its people with the need to follow immigration laws? Will Nepal and the U.S. find ways to improve cooperation and protect honest travelers? Number 3. India. Why are so many people from India being deported from the U.S. in 2025? The biggest reason is visa fraud and overstays. India has one of the largest immigrant populations in America, and while many follow the rules, some have misused the system. But what exactly does visa fraud mean? It includes fake job offers, false university enrollments, or lying on immigration forms just to get into the U.S. In 2025, U.S. officials say they're cracking down on these tactics more than ever. Could this mean more people getting kicked out, even for small mistakes? One of the most common issues is student visa abuse. Some people enter the U.S. to study, but end up working illegally or attending sham universities that don't actually provide real education. So, what happens when they get caught? They're detained and often deported. Another concern? Tech visa misuse. The H-1B visa program is meant for skilled workers, but in many cases, fake companies are created just to bring someone over. Will this crackdown hurt genuine students and workers? Could this ruin careers overnight? What does this mean for Indian families in the U.S.? Many are scared. Some are canceling trips or staying under the radar. Could innocent people get caught up in this wave of deportations? That's a real fear. Some say the U.S. is being too harsh. Others say it's about time the system is cleaned up. So what's next for Indians in America? Will stricter rules create more fear or more fairness? And here's a bigger question. How can real students, workers, and families protect themselves from being deported with the wrong crowd? Will India work with U.S. officials to stop the fraud and protect its people abroad? Or will deportation numbers keep rising? Number 2, Philippines. Why are so many Filipinos being deported from the U.S. in 2025? The top reason is visa overstays and undocumented work. Many Filipinos travel to America for jobs, tourism, or to join family. And while most follow the rules, some stay longer than they're allowed. But what happens when a visit turns into a long stay without legal papers? Deportation becomes a real risk. Many Filipinos work in caregiving, nursing, or hospitality jobs. Some enter the U.S. legally, then overstay their visas to keep earning money and supporting families back home. Others are victims of illegal recruiters who promise legal jobs, only to leave them undocumented and unprotected. Why do so many take this risk? Poverty, limited options, and the dream of a better life push them to stay, even if it's against the law. But now, in 2025, Trump's administration has made immigration enforcement stricter, especially targeting undocumented workers. Could this put thousands of Filipinos at risk? What about those who have lived in the U.S. for years and built lives there? Will they be sent back suddenly? Families are feeling the pressure. Some are afraid to report abuse or seek medical help, fearing immigration checks. Could this lead to more hidden suffering in Filipino communities? Even legal immigrants are feeling anxious. What role does the Philippine government play? U.S. officials have warned that if Manila doesn't help with faster deportation processing, future visa access could be limited. Will that hurt workers who are trying to come legally? What can be done to protect hardworking Filipinos abroad? Will there be better systems to help them stay legal? Or will more end up on deportation lists? The situation raises a painful question. How can a dream for a better life turn into a nightmare? Number 1, China. Why is China one of the top Asian countries facing high U.S. deportations in 2025? A major reason is the increasing number of visa overstays. Thousands of Chinese nationals enter the United States each year for education, tourism, or employment. While many follow immigration rules, others stay longer than allowed. In 2025, the U.S. government has enforced tighter immigration checks, especially on those who continue living or working without valid status. Another serious issue is visa fraud. This includes fake job offers, enrolling in unlicensed educational institutions, or submitting false documents during the visa application process. Many Chinese students unknowingly fall into the trap of sham universities that promise education but exist only to help students enter the U.S. for other purposes. Others are lured by job recruiters offering employment that doesn't actually exist. Once discovered, these violations often lead to detention and deportation. This growing wave of deportations is creating concern within Chinese American communities. Families are being separated, careers are being disrupted, and individuals who have lived in the U.S. for years suddenly face removal. Fear and uncertainty have spread, especially among students and temporary workers, even those who follow the law. The U.S. has also criticized China for slow cooperation in processing deportations, which causes delays in confirming identities and issuing travel documents. In response, both countries are working to improve communication and make the deportation process more efficient. Can better awareness help prevent visa violations? Will stronger cooperation between the U.S. and China lower deportation rates in the future? As immigration policies become more aggressive in 2025, Chinese nationals, especially students and workers, are being urged to stay informed and follow legal pathways to avoid becoming part of this growing statistic. Now that you know the top 7 Asian countries with U.S. deportations in 2025, what's your take? Are these deportations helping protect the country, or are they causing more problems? Could these policies change soon? Share your thoughts below, and if you want more videos like this, like, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notified. Who else do you think might face deportations next? Comment your ideas.